Hey guys, been a while since I've made a video, I know. Figured I would update you guys on what I've been up to. So for the past couple months this year, I've been studying web development and been pretty preoccupied with that. So obviously haven't had a ton of time since XDefiant dropped to make a ton of videos, and it's kind of been a blessing in disguise, a low-key, just considering how underwhelming the season 1 of XDefiant has actually turned out to be. But yeah, now that's wrapping up, so slowly going to be putting out some more content here and there, especially going into season 2 of XDefiant. And there are a lot of other games that are going to be dropping over the end of the year, stuff like Shinova, Marvel Rivals, Spectre Divide, things of that nature. You know, kind of going back to my variety roots a little bit. So you're going to see me posting a lot of different stuff on the channel and experimenting, because honestly I'm not super satisfied with the current state of XDefiant, and I'm going to kind of wait until things either improve or some new content comes to the game, because yeah, I've just been overall a little bit disappointed with the state of season 1. I know the devs are trying really hard, and obviously it's been pretty challenging for them getting all these fixes and stuff pushed, but yeah, we're on the last patch here of season 1, so for the next month we're not really going to get anything new, but thankfully they were finally able to get these rank changes in. So now we have faction lock. You can only pick one of each ability on your team in ranked. Great change, we've been asking for that forever. Finally got around to doing that. They buffed up the gains and the losses for the RP, so people are going to get boosted up in the ranks a lot quicker now. I've seen some people getting like 100 RP per win, so they're going up a whole tier every win. That's like super great to see. A lot of people are probably going to start coming back to rank now that the gains are good and you can actually climb quickly. But other than that, the other main change was of course the movement, which I am personally not very pleased with. I kind of got used to how the movement was, and honestly it's my favorite part of the game is the movement. I think it's what sets it apart from all the other games out on the market, is just how unique the air strafing was, and to see it kind of get gutted in a sense. Obviously a lot of people are going to argue it wasn't gutted, but I mean, just whip out an AR, you can kind of see the difference from pre and post patch. You move quite a bit slower with the ARs now, and it's just not really what I was hoping they would do to address the issues, because honestly the problems with air strafing are still there. They've just slowed the pace of the game down a lot. The real issue with air strafing is that the animation itself doesn't flow properly, and so there's no readability to it. The character just kind of wiggles around in the air, and you don't really have any way to read that or react to that. You just kind of see that they're moving visually on your screen and you're reacting to that, versus say a game like Overwatch has instant strafes, is a very fast-paced game, but the animations are so exaggerated when you're changing strafe direction that it's still very legible, and you can track these crazy AD strafes perfectly fine because you have an animation with anticipation. You can see that the character is leaning to the side, and then they change and they're leaning to this side, and that's very readable and you can react to that properly. Versus an XDefiant, you're just kind of moving like this when you bunny hop, and that's not really readable. But of course aim assist is going to react to that with 0 cooldown, because it's aim assist and it is just gonna kick in all the time when there's movement. So again, Aches was kind of arguing that this was going to be something that was going to help mouse and keyboard players out. That's not the case. The game is still heavily controller favored, which I did actually end up picking up a controller just because of XDefiant, and of all the FPS games I've played in the past, I've never considered swapping. XDefiant was the game that finally made me go, wow, it's just not worth playing this on mouse and keyboard. So I'm going to, over time, probably swap to maining controller in ranked, and then in pubs and stuff I'll still play mouse and keyboard. But yeah, overall I think that As much as I don't personally like the movement changes, I would have preferred a more fast-paced game. I think this is going to greatly diminish my enjoyment of pubs against other mouse and keyboard players because, well, everything is just a lot slower, a lot more angle holdy. That's not why I originally fell in love with XDefiant. But the fact that COD is going and moving into this Omni movement, this very fast-paced, very deep mechanics, a lot of casual players are probably not going to vibe with that too much, and so I think that actually slowing down XDefiant and hoping that that kind of appeals to some of the casuals that are put off by the Omni movement in Black Ops 6 and kind of trying to bring those people back into XDefiant, because that has been a major issue for XDefiant ever since its launch, is retaining a casual player base, because the game from its outset was a pretty competitive game, a pretty difficult game with mechanics that are not very forgiving, like the air strafing. And so yeah, I think moving away from those things and kind of simplifying the game a little bit more to bring that casual audience back is probably the best long-term plan for Ubisoft overall. And so as much as I don't like these changes, I think they're definitely good for the more casual players who just want to hop on and don't want to sweat, don't want to worry about movement, they just want to have fun and not get shit on. Especially without SBMM, crushing down those skill gaps to be as small as possible is definitely going to help keep that casual player base engaged. And so yeah, that's how I feel about the state of this update. Obviously, Mark said on Twitter the other day that we are not getting another update for the rest of the duration of Season 1 up until Season 2. This is going to be the last patch they put out, and then they're all focusing on getting everything approved and shipped for Season 2, which obviously means that we're not getting Bomb this season. That's getting pushed to Season 2. And although we didn't get Rockefeller today, that is supposed to come later this week, probably on Friday when the Black Ops 6 beta drops, if I had to just put out a wild guess. That's basically where we're at with XDefiant. I'm not going to quit XDefiant by any means. I still really like the game. I'm just kind of disappointed with the direction that it's going in overall, and I'm still looking for more content to come to the game and more reasons for me to invest time in the game and just more things for me to talk and post about, because obviously you guys are going to get bored of me just doing loadout videos or, you know, just pub stomping or whatever, and ranked as a mouse and keyboard player isn't really that fun for me, and I'm not at the point yet on controller where I feel comfortable kind of going into ranked and grinding ranked out. So yeah, and that's basically where I'm at. I'm just gonna, you know, focus on other games, post other games. I'm still gonna post XDefiant when there's content to post and new stuff coming out. The game greatly improves in that time when I'm gone. I'll obviously come back and put more of a focus on XDefiant, but for the time being, I think it's just healthier for me and for my output on this channel if I start to branch out a little bit more and post some other things along with XDefiant. So for you guys who are here for XDefiant content, that's not going anywhere. You're still going to get the occasional XDefiant video, and for those of you guys who are just kind of here for me and want to support me with whatever I do, I, as always, appreciate that. Some of you guys have been here through all the different games I've played, and to you guys are awesome. I really love you guys. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at, and this video is kind of super rambly, but anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully it won't be too long. My classes are starting to wrap up now, so I'm gonna have a lot more free time going into the end of the year and winter and stuff to post some videos and stuff. Later this week on Friday, I will probably stream some XDefiant because there are supposed to be some partner drops popping up that I got access to. So I'll stream so you guys can get those, and then I'll probably swap over to the Black Ops 6 beta. Check that out because I did end up getting the Vault Edition because I don't learn. No matter how many times COD burns me, I'm gonna buy COD. I am the problem, I realize. Yeah, I just had a bunch of Steam credit and nothing else to spend it on, so I figured why not is basically the exact amount. I paid like $2 out of pocket and the rest was all Steam credit, so definitely be checking that out on Friday over on stream if you guys want to drop by and come say hi. The link's going to be in the description. You can drop a follow over there and turn the noties on so that when I do start streaming on Friday, you guys won't miss it. But yeah, that's just quick-ish kind of update from me, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.